Welcome back, beautiful Cancer seeker, to the Existential Shift. Thank you for joining me. Challenging times as I'm recording this, wherever you are in the world, whatever it is that you're doing, I hope you are well. And if on the surface you're not well, be it work-wise, health-wise, and so on, especially if it's work and finances and career and partnerships and all those 3D fun stuff, take this time to reassess and make the best out of it, because we already know we live in very shifty times. 7 of Wands, and this is where we are guided to go up on that mountain, fight off all the ones that are irrelevant right now, that are unnecessary, that take away from our main focus, which is where are we heading from here? Because we are being cornered right now by energies to figure it out. Are we on our path? Are we guided by our own light and desires and aspiration and inspirations, the Sun card? If we are, this will be a good time for us. Will lead to a good time for us. If we're not, this is when we are becoming aware of where it is we do need to be, where it is we need to go. The Sun is a very auspicious card to have right now, especially with the 7 of Wands, where it shows that your focal point is very focused and the pixels are sharp. And whatever is happening right now in your life is to show you truly where you stand and how to get to the next level of where you want to stand. Some of you are truly making the best out of it. Maybe you are expanding your knowledge in regards to a field, a topic that you always wanted to learn or become more knowledgeable about. Maybe master. Some of you are taking advantage of any time you have at home to spend it with your children or with your family or with your loved ones and find the joy in the connection. I feel like at this time, for those of us who are staying mostly at home because of circumstance, the obvious circumstance, I feel like either a lot of couples are going to tie the knot and get even closer, and a lot of babies are going to come into the world 9 months from now. But also, I feel like a lot of couples are going to get a divorce because there's no more anywhere to run off to or escape to. You can't, avoid each other by overworking or by going out. So truth comes out, good or bad. But 7 of Wands, the Sun, interestingly enough, I'm picking up on a lot of you who are going outside, who view the sun and the fresh air as something that is very healing for the heart and the spirit, and you have a lot of appreciation to that. So you're like, I'll just walk and soak up some vitamin D and exercise and move my body. Depending on when you're watching this, as long as you are taking the necessary means to stay safe, that's great. Let's keep going. So far so good for Cancer. For April, you guys are going first because you had the most views for March and the most sales on Vimeo, so thank you for that. I appreciate your support, and here I am supporting you back in return. If you haven't joined my Patreon yet, feel free to check it out. And I am giving a special 13% off on my Tarot Masterclass, my Bunkai, my Secrets of Tarot. Because a lot of people are undergoing financial difficulties because of the circumstance, and a lot of us, I feel like, are going to make a good positive use of it to study what it is that we wanted to study or enhance the things that we needed to be focused on. We're going to spend more time at home. So for those of you who were interested in it and were waiting for the right moment, if this is the right moment for you, then the promo code is written below in the description box. King of Pentacles. You are strengthening up. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Cancer, I feel like you have a very strong masculine influence in your life, or you are the strong masculine influence on your environment. But I'm seeing you really focusing on your finances. 3 of Swords. Some of it because it's your character, and some of it is because you're going through an emotional difficulty, a disappointment, and you're focusing on your finances and on your work in ways of dealing with it. As long as you remain aware of how you feel, as long as you don't use it as an escape, and you honor your heart, that's okay. It's an opportunity now, Cancer, to do some shadow work and to heal, to put those rays of light on your hidden corners of your psyche. And bring in some order in there, so it won't, so your subconscious won't be causing, your subconscious and your pain won't be causing mayhem in your daily life. It's an opportunity right now to take a deeper look. Show me more, please, for Cancer for April, for this coming month. Ooh, the Hierophant. So there's a lot of awareness and a lot of intuition and a lot of inner knowing of where it is that you're at right now and where it is that you want to go. I feel like some of you are serving as mentors or guides. I will dare to say some of you even gurus, or if you are a meaningful persona either in your work or in your community, people are approaching you for guidance, asking you questions. They trust you and your knowledge and your skill. The Magician right after the Hierophant. It's very impressive. Some of you are very knowledgeable and capable and trusted by your peers or family or environment, or all of the above. And they come to you for solutions and you give it to them. You're very quick on your toes. You really know how to handle. You take the concerns and the worry and you transmute them into something positive, into inspiration. A lot of you are really becoming somewhat of a beacon for people around you. 10 of Pentacles, most especially family members perhaps, where your family is looking up to you for guidance. I feel like a lot of you, 4 of Swords. You might have a family member that isn't feeling very well, that is taking some time off, and they are being surrounded with a lot of love and warmth. It's right after, it's not right after, but we had the 3 of Swords and now we're going to the 4 of Swords. So I feel like some of you are going to take this time off of the status quo that we are imposed on as ways of making a lot of reconsiderations. This could be someone around you, Cancer, that is just realizing a lot of things about their life. I'm also picking up on someone that is used to attending some sort of organization or group. This could be a religious group because of the Hierophant here. This could be like, you know, if you have a synagogue or a church or a mosque or a Buddhist temple, somewhere that you tend to go to. I think it's too much. No, it's okay. 3 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. A place that you tend to go to normally, but now you can't. So there's a need to look up to something else. to be guided by something else. And some of you are going to be very open to it, Ace of Wands, and find new inspiration and new faith in other places, even within yourself, that you didn't think exist in you, and you're discovering. And some of you might remain stubborn in a time where you are to be fluid. This is an opportunity, Cancer. A lot of people are going to take different directions in the coming months. Way different directions than the path they've been on so far. And I feel like though a lot of you that are watching me right now, Eight of Wands, are doing it with strong intuition and support from your own spirit and from the universe and your guides. You're changing direction towards something that you're very excited about. At the bottom of the deck, Two of Cups, and you might be doing this with someone special, a loved one. Okay, wow. So Two of Cups in the bottom of the deck, we have Two of Cups, King of Wands, Knight of Swords, and Ace of Swords. So this is someone coming in really fast and really clear with their communication of what it is that they want and how, and what their plan is and where they want to go. And this is more towards, actually I'm recording this mid-March. So right on April season. Even though it came out at the end of the reading, it's not the end of April, it's throughout April, before the 20th. Want to see the cards? Okay. There's a very impressive masculine on the table. So this could be you or someone in your life, depending if you're a masculine or a feminine watching, that is going to be triggered. I feel like sometime in the first week of April or before that. It's really flexible. It's really, really fluid when it comes to time and foresight in general, just so you know. It's someone that is really working on strengthening an existing foundations. We go from Seven of Wands to Eight of Wands, right? On strengthening existing foundations in their work, in their career, in their environment. This next few weeks are going to serve as somewhat of a tipping point, a change of some sort in their mind when it comes to how they deal with their pain. Because I feel like this person has been so busy with dealing with so much of, you know, just their general 3D life. And now with this opportunity to step away from all of this, they're realizing that they've been holding on to things that no longer serve them. And they realize what it is that they truly want to focus on, a specific direction. And once it clicks, and once this person makes a decision, them or you, the movement is really fast. It's almost immediate. And then we go from 3 and 4 of Swords to Ace of Swords, which is fantastic. We have two aces here, fire and air. Things will happen very fast, very quickly. The movement will be very strong. The connection will be very fast. The change in occupation will be very fast. Change in direction, all of that. This could be some sort of proposition, an offer to start something new. So this could be with an existing person, or it could be a new person, but the proposition is new. It's taking a complete new direction, but it's something that have been waiting to wake up, kind of thing. And I feel like this coming month will be that wake up call. I'm dealing with some of you guys out there that are very, very aware. You really, really know how to do the work, the cognitive, spiritual work. You're getting it. You're getting it fast. You're not letting it put you down. The only way you're letting it put you down is in ways that are necessary. And you are encountering a little bit of, maybe you're worried about finances. Maybe it requires a little bit of letting go of some a specific income that you've been relying on, or maybe it includes something that you have to let go of, that you're a little bit hesitant of. But very quickly, you're like, no, this is the direction that I need to take, and you're taking it. And it's pretty soon. It's like in fire season, in Aries season, coming up strongly. Some of you are leaving a position where you were very, very respected and accepted and honored to take a new direction, a new approach that will give you more freedom of movement. And some of you are harnessing this this personality of yours that is like very leader, teacher-like. And you're channeling it to something that you feel like you can be more passionate about. There's a birth of an idea or a project, very possibly a relationship. Very possibly a relationship. And some of you are heading out on a mission. Like you feel like there's some sort of mission you need to go off, adventure, purpose. And it's calling you and you're answering. You're like, I gotta go. Maybe you're a little bit held back because of the travel ban that is currently on, and depending on when you're watching it, but I feel like for those of you who need to travel somewhere, the second it gets released, you're off. And I feel like this delay has been for the better. It has helped gain certain knowledge that was needed. I will continue this in the extended that is available on Patreon and on Vimeo. Links are below. I love you guys very much. Thank you for being here. And let's find unity in this separation, huh? This is like an extreme expression of how we've been, really. Because even though we were together, aka, we were able to be outside and with people and so on, but a lot of us have felt alone in a room full of people. And now that we are made to be literally alone in a room that is not full of people, we're facing our own reflection, like how we've literally been, and it the bells are ringing. We're like, oh, so that's what I've been doing for this entire time. That's what we've been actually feeling this entire time. This is a reflection of how we've been feeling deep down inside, where, because when you're alone in a room full of people, it's hard to know that you're feeling alone. It's hard to even admit it to yourself. But when you are physically alone in a room not full of people, then you realize what it means for you. how you truly feel about that. And ironically, I feel like this separation will bring a lot of people closer together, but it will also fully separate those who are just not right together anymore. It's going to be challenging on a personal level, but on the grand scale of things, for the long haul, it's a very meaningful time that will put many of us on the path that we've been waiting to be on, and this is not the right time. This is not the right moment. I can't do this right now. I shouldn't do this right now. But, well, here you don't have a choice but to paint the painting, but to compose the song, write the work plan. I spoke about it on my Corona video that I did live yesterday, more in depth. But yeah, we've been seeing this coming, not specifically a virus, but we've been seeing challenging, intense times coming to us, right? In the spiritual community anyway. And it's never something that you can actually put down your finger and it's like, oh, it's going to be like this. Oh, it's going to be a virus. But we saw the energy of something very, very intense that creates major shifts in our structure, globally, socially, personally. And we know it's because the earth is expanding and we are expanding with our consciousness, so there's no more room of being in anywhere else other than where we are, where our own higher self is guiding us to be. Like, we can't deny it anymore, right? So if you've already been on a path that is truly your spirit, then you're probably going to have somewhat of a relative smoother ride. But if not, and you're going through a very challenging, difficult time, beautiful seeker, I genuinely believe that this is not to you, but for you. And looking back a year, 2 years from now, wherever you'll be at, that is different from today or from last month, you'll be like, wow, this may have been the best thing that ever happened to me. Sometimes we need to look back. While we're going through the thing, it's difficult to see why it's good. But for now, do the best you can do within the circumstance, whatever your circumstance may be, and just rock and roll. Just make it work. Make it work for you in the best possible way. Let this be an opportunity to make all your dreams come true. Or at least one specific big one. Okay. I'm going to see you in a second in the extended. I love you guys. Subscribe if you're new. Bye.